Oh no, this arm is what the f left? Oh. Oh. Crack, 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 crack.
What's going on out there in YouTube land? Today we are with the GWOAT. Am I saying that right? GWOAT? Mm-hmm. The greatest woman of all time, Clarissa Shields, multiple-time gold medal winner, somebody who will knock you out with the left, the right, and coming soon, head kicks, heel hooks, arm bars, everything in the arsenal. So she's making the transition over to MMA. She signed with PFL now, so she took the step. Everybody said you wouldn't do it, but guess what? She did it. And she's here training with a whole bunch of legendary MMA fighters, John Jones, Holly Holm, everybody kind of pitching in and taking the raw talent that she has and shining that thing up like a diamond, putting all the weapons together. And then, we got her here today. We're ready to deal some crack like you guys are ready for. And she's a little bit hesitant what she's getting into, but she's ready. And then what's the name of your channel?
Clarissa Shields GWOAT channel.
Yeah, so she's got a YouTube channel going now. They're on episode 4, so make sure you guys go over there, smash subscribe, like, turn the notification bells on. She's going to grow that channel really big. You're going to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff that she does, training, nutrition, everything. So if you want to see what it looks like to turn it from a great boxer to a great MMA fighter and take it to a whole new level that's never been seen before, make sure you go over there and subscribe to that channel. All right, so I know you've been floating the idea for a while now, right? So. And if you guys haven't seen the sparring episodes, a lot of people think Chris Cyborg has hands, and she does, but there's levels to it. So if you guys have seen that sparring,
oh, you want to sparring with Chris Cyborg? Yeah.
Pretty eye-opening stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for MMA fans. So when did you decide that MMA was something you were really interested in pursuing? I know you've been around the periphery of the sport for a while, and friends with a lot of big MMA fighters. What made you start to lean into that?
Probably like a year ago, I started thinking about it mentally. And I was like, I think one day I'm going to have to go over there to that side. But I thought it would be like, all the boxers do it once they retire or once they're done boxing.
Right, like
so I thought it'd be like after I got done with that stuff. And it just seemed like right now would be the perfect time to do it because I'm not even in my prime yet in boxing. Undefeated. 9-time world champion, three divisions, and I was thinking the only way that's gonna make me get up and actually pursue it and do it like full time and make it like a long-term goal is if I give myself the goal of being MMA champ and boxing champ at the same time.
So you're still gonna be boxing?
Yes, I got a fight in February.
Okay, wow.
And then the first MMA fight, June.
Wow. Okay, so you're basically training simultaneously for both.
Yes.
Okay, but you're obviously you've been at boxing for a while. How old were you when you started boxing?
11 years old.
So very early, okay. 14
years. Those who can't add, I'm 25.
So when you, when you're looking at your camp and your confidence in boxing, that's sort of second nature at this point, right? So you're going to probably be spending more time training MMA-related stuff going into these two fights. Is that correct?
I'm going to...
Or are you going to have a normal boxing camp?
Normal boxing camp. I feel like I'm going to have a normal boxing camp, but also to, like, spend time throughout that week also doing MMA. Like, keeping my new skills sharp.
Okay.
So I'm going to just add on to it as I continue to go.
So did you wrestle at all growing up, or? Street
wrestle.
Okay.
With the guys, I was a tomboy growing up, but I didn't ever wrestle seriously, no.
Okay. So you went to jiu-jitsu class with Holly and Tusa. Have you done jiu-jitsu before? Or?
No, that was my first class, other than my one-on-ones with Coach Tusa.
Okay. And how was that?
One-on-one classes were very informational, but having the gi on with the class was very different. Yeah. It's a different level of excitement. Okay. I feel like it makes you want to like challenge yourself and get the different color belts.
Okay. And you're a competitive person, obviously, so.
Too competitive.
I'm going to taper you back a little bit. Yeah, gis are always weird, especially if you're not used to like grabbing them. Mm-hmm. The first few times I went to jiu-jitsu class, because I wrestled growing up, so no gi felt more comfortable. Mm-hmm. The gis, my fingers were just so beat up from grabbing on the edges and the cuffs and stuff like that. I didn't realize I had such sensitive hands. Did you notice that at all, or were you guys mostly working ground stuff?
We working ground stuff, but I noticed too, like, it was so freaking hot in that thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've never felt that hot unless I had on like a box raw jumpsuit, but it was like it's even hotter than that. It was just like, yo, this damn thing is so hot.
So you're cutting water weight and didn't even mean to?
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to cut no weight, but I was sweating like hell.
That's cool.
Oh my god.
And so what have you noticed, like, so you know, only a few boxers have really, you know, a couple of them came over at the end of their career, like I said, James Toney fought a couple fights. Holly's really the only one that I can think of that has really transitioned from professional boxing to full-time MMA.
Mm-hmm.
Now, she also was a kickboxer before, so that was sort of her range to begin with. Have you noticed any difference so far in like the striking ranges and what do you think is the difference from just moving around and sparring with people comparatively?
Well, boxing is a lot closer. MMA is more far apart, and you can also kick. You know, you can punch at a certain distance, but your kicks can come from way out. There's so many tricks you can do with your feet to get you closer to your opponent. Like you can start like from at that door and kick over here, and land it. You know, but you can't do that with like a punch.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the way it's way different. Like boxing is like inside fight in the middle, and mid range fight, and then like MMA is like it's either here or it's here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's either far out, and then they close the distance real fast with their explosiveness and get in. Then that's when you go to the wrestling and jiu-jitsu and the inside fighting and fighting the wrist and fighting the hands. But and then even maybe you can throw some shots in there, some ground and pounding, but the outside fight does matter just as much as the close fight does.
Okay. So, like a lot of people that I've talked to, boxers say that when they've been boxing for a long time, they're not thinking all that much. Everything's very instinctual. They're almost like watching themselves. And then they said when they went to MMA, they find themselves thinking a lot more, thinking about where kicks are coming from. Have you noticed that at all, or does it feel pretty natural?
It feel pretty natural.
Okay.
I mean, you just kind of pay attention and be like, you know what, I don't want to get hit. And if you just have to open your eyes a little bit more, like instead of looking at 1 and 2, you got to pay attention to 1, 2, 3, 4 now.
Okay. Well, then there's so many different styles of striking too. Karate, Muay Thai. That's like the levels in where boxing, where you like, I'm going to step on the outside of that foot to change your angle. In MMA, maybe there's a knee or a kick coming, and it's just like, when people have explained it to me, my brain starts hurting. I'm like, oh boy, I can't keep up with all this.
Once you get in there and then like you do it, then it started making more sense. But like when they were explaining to me at first too, I was just like, what? But once you get in there, somebody's in front of you, and they say, okay, now you got to look out for 1, 2, 3, 4. You're like, okay, I'm used to just looking up here and worrying about jab, right, hook, uppercut. Now it's like everything you do is like you have to make sure you're looking there. You don't have to look there, but just have a visual. Then that's why you stand back further so you can see everything.
So have you hit anybody with like the 4-ounce gloves yet? You went out like that?
I've hit the pad. That's it.
How does that feel comparatively?
It feels. The gloves are small and my hands are little, so they hurt my hands a little bit.
Okay.
I have to get used to it.
So like WBC, it's 12-ounce, 10-ounce?
10-ounce gloves
10-ounce,
for my weight class.
Okay, 10-ounce. So 4-ounce, yeah, is a lot less padding and
way less padding.
Ooh. And you never broken your hands or anything like that before?
Nah, never. Nope. One thing I had, like my palm got swollen before, but that's it. Never had broken my hand, even though these babies are small. These are little. They'll hurt you. But when they're little, you see how sharp they are?
Boom.
They sting.
Yeah, a lot of the female fighters, trying to cover distance, so you'll see different strike types, like turning the hand over more like that instead of punching straight in.
Yeah.
And those small gloves, you see a lot of fractured hands when they don't know how to punch correctly. Because we always joke that, while the women have smaller hands, and this goes for size too, like heavyweight men, their hands are bigger too. But all of our skulls are not too far off in size.
Right.
Same hardness, so when you're not landing solid in a small glove, that hand can take a beating. So it's like, man, a lot of these MMA fighters, because most of the female MMA fighters come from jiu-jitsu.
Whoa, this one hurt bad.
That one's tight.
Holy shit, I can't even move this one like that. Oh, I can't move this one.
Break it up, down.
I thought I could move this one. Can we keep moving it?
You can do it. We believe in you.
Oh no, my arm is dying.
It's still alive. It's still alive.
Oh no, this arm is, what the f*** left? Wow.
Left. Work with us here, left.
Yeah.
You're the only one that's left. Right?
Wow. Right.
Boo.
Wow, now that hurt.
Easy.
That hurt.
I get easier now?
Oh. Well, you had one from squeezing in two different spots now. Where you were under there. I don't know. I think my arm had like died for a second.
Still here.
Oh.
When I tell you, you're gonna pull the elbow straight back like that.
Hold on, do what?
You're gonna pull back like that.
Okay.
So go ahead and pull pretty hard. Oh, solid there. Okay, same thing here. And on it. There, pull. There we go.
Oh. A little crack there. All right. Not too bad.
Not too bad. All right. So what I'm gonna do is you're gonna lay here, face up.
I go.
So do you usually spar with men?
All the time.
Okay, I was gonna say because there's not that many female fighters that are gonna be in that range. So because I know Holly spars with men all the time too. So
This girl's my size, but it's still like I'm just too strong and too fast, too mean for him. So I'd rather get in there with the guys so I can use more of my skill. But it's like you can just in there just hit somebody, just like,
Right.
what am I learning from this?
what's the combination, right? There might be some that are as big, but not as skilled also.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Okay, give yourself a big hug. Yeah, all the way across.
Okay.
Go back like that. Go right there. Big deep breath and out.
Oh.
Very good.
Okay.
Nobody in your family was a boxer or anything like that?
My dad was an underground street fighter. He trained boxing, but he never did like seriously as far as an amateur or pro.
It's always interesting to hear how people get into it because, like, you know, like Roy, he was talking. He's like, my dad made me. Like, so then there's like this interesting dynamic with that because he always said he was really hard on him, and that kind of separated them. I think Floyd, same thing, right? And then other people, I think Evander was saying he's like, somebody told him that he could be the next Muhammad Ali, and so he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go do it. And he's like, my mama said, just go ahead and do it.
Oh.
Try to relax that.
Oh.
Back on the other side.
Want to do this one?
Squeeze real hard.
Oh, fuck. That was a crack in there. Ouch.
Cracks in places you never knew.
That's funny.
She's like,
so hilarious.
he said, where was that? There.
That's funny. Yeah, that's why I be scared of, like, what if they actually, like, break my neck? Like, dead.
Just walk off with your head over here. You're like, they just Ichabod Crane me. They just walked off with my head. And here it is over here. The top of the neck.
Oh, what we do first? What I do?
Huh?
What should I do?
The neck.
Oh, God, okay. What I need to do? I'm so scared of this one.
Be super relaxed.
Okay.
Super comfortable.
Scared of this one.
Chill like a villain. So we got right there.
Oh.
Very good. That's what's going to go right there. Drop your right shoulder down a little.
Oh, my God. That one's scary.
Perfect. So let's fold her just so we have with Bobby.
So I'm gonna
What?
have you bend your
So he's going to
knees,
bring your knees up and we're going to do decompression adjustment on
and
you.
then
I'm gonna do what?
Decompress.
What that mean?
It means take the pressure out of the center of your spine. So he's just going to hold right there, and I'm just going to pull like that. It's going to decompress you.
Okay.
No twisting.
Okay.
So we're going to go right there.
Oh,
There we go.
shit.
yeah, that one.
Feel that down the center?
Felt something. I don't know what exactly.
Crack has been dealt.
Okay. Is that it?
Is that what she said? All right, go ahead and sit up.
Lot of
Face that way.
cracking.
Whole lot of cracking. And where can they find you? Twitter, Instagram, TikTok?
I don't have TikTok, but I do like TikTok dances. You can find me on Instagram at Claressa Shields, CLARESSA SHIELDS. Same place on Facebook, same name on Twitter.
Okay. You got sponsors?
Any sponsors I want to shout out? No, not right now.
What she's saying is if you want to sponsor, get in right now on the ground floor. Pay this woman some money. This is a brand you want to be attached to for a long time. So if you're an advertiser out there, this is the moneymaker right here. Show up, pay out. Am I right or wrong?
What did you say?
Boom.
You guys need to go and get, go and see your chiropractor. Go and see Dr. Bo. Crack. Like, I got cracked up though, but not like,
Not like crack though.
no, like.